Krishna, good evening, welcome all of you for our weekly Valmiki Ramayan Katha. So we are reading the Valmiki Ramayan, shloka by shloka, and trying to understand the beauty of Lord Ramchandraji's various leelas. So continuing ahead, before we start, let's start with the various salutations before we start our class. Salutations to Ganesha. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Pramedeva Sarvakareshu Sarvada Gajananam Ganati Sevidam Pavitra Jambu Balasara Bhakshitam Umasatam Shok Vinashanam Shok Vinasha Karanam Namami Vigneshwara Pada Pankajam. Salutations to Sage Valmiki. Pujantam Ram Ramite Maduram Maduraksharam Arugya Kavita Shakha Mande Valmiki Kokilam Valmiki Muni Simhasaya Kavita Vanacharinaha Shunvan Ram Kathanadam Konayati Paramgatim Yapiban Sabadadam Ram Charitamrita Sagaram Atruttastim Munim Mandi Prachetsasa Kalmasham Yavastyayati Giriya Saritascha Mahitale Tavat Ramakatha Lokeshu Pracharashyati. Salutations to Hanumanji. Goshpati Kurut Varisam Maski Kurut Rakshasam Ramayana Mahamalam Ratnam Vande Anil Atmajam Anjana Nandaviram Janaki Shokanasanam Kapis Akshantaram Vande Lanka Bhankaram Manojavam Martulyavegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajavana Ritmamukyam Sri Ramadutam Sirisam Namami Yatra Yatra Raghunath Kirtana Tatra Tatra Krita Maskanjalim Bashpa Vari Paripurna Lochanam Marutim Namad Akshasantakam Ullanda Sindho Salilam Salilam Yata Shok Vahim Janakatmaje Adhara Teneva Dada Lankam Namamitam Prananjalim Anjaneyam. Salutations to Lord Rama. Om Apada Apahataram Dataram Sarva Sampadam Lokabhiramam Shriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamiham Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sripataye Namaha Sitapataye Namaha Neelambuja Shamala Komalangam Sita Samaropita Vama Bhangam Pano Mahashayaka Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatham Ved Parepam Si Jati Dasarat Atmaje Ved Prachita Daseda Sakshat Ramayanam Atma Vaidei Saitam Sudurmatale Haime Mahamandepe Madhya Pushpakamase Manimaye Virasane Shushtitam Agre Vachayati Prabham Janasutam Tattva Muni Bhayam Param Vakyantam Bharat Adibhi Pravritam Ramam Vaje Shamalam. So, with our salutations to various personalities, we further continue. I think we completed till verse number 31, if I'm not mistaken. Where did we stop? Last verse was
31, Prabhuji. Yes, 31.
31, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had to discuss 31 in detail. Yeah, now I realize that we had to discuss 31 because it got a lot of importance. But before we go ahead, I would like to discuss, or rather make all of you understand the importance and relevance of understanding Ram Tattva, Krishna Tattva, and Vishnu Tattva. So before we go ahead, my simple question, once again, request all of you to put on your videos so that I want to make the class more interactive and so that we can have some interactive questions. So, coming to the point, is Lord Rama inferior, equal, superior to his incarnation as Krishna? Many people think, oh, Krishna avatar is superior. Some people say, no, Rama avatar is superior. I mean, there are various opinions or the way in which perspective in which people look at, depending on their shraddha, on their love towards their Lord. So let's understand this, the interwovenness between Ramchandraji and Krishna. So these are the main two avatars which generally people are interacting with in today's date, because they are the two longest incarnations wherein Lord did lot of his pastimes, his leelas. And to understand that, let us just get this point clear. Is Ram different to Krishna? Is he inferior to Krishna? Is he superior to Krishna? Is he equal to Krishna? And then what is the connection of Vishnu Tattva in this? Yes, with this, I would like to ask this question to you, all my spectators. I would like to have feedback. If you all don't participate, I think it will be very difficult for me to go ahead, because I have to understand what is but in the mind of my students. Yes, Mataji, Ghosh Mataji, boli.
The Lord in all his forms is the same.
All is
Lord.
the same. Okay.
Yeah.
But how can someone say is equal? Someone say is same? I mean, there should be some basis, right? We are supposed to be the modern 2025 people, got all proofs, corrections with our. So, what is the right way of understanding it? What is the proof? Yeah, those who attend my Bhagavatam lecture, they will be knowing the answer to this. But for the rest of the people, it will be a little different question to understand. But yes, Puja Mataji, how do you feel? राम और कृष्ण अलग हैं, एक हैं, और हे कहते हैं कैसे हैं? अलग है तो कैसे हैं? एंड इसमें से कौन सुपीरियर है, कौन इंफीरियर है? पूजा माता जी।
प्रभु जी, मेरे हिसाब से राम और कृष्ण एक ही हैं, मतलब इक्वल, दे आर इक्वल.
They are equal. Then on what basis you are saying this?
Because Ramji is also an expansion of Krishna only. Ramji is also.
Ramji is an expansion of Krishna. Okay. How can be an expansion of Krishna?
It means like Krishna expanded into Vishnu, and then Vishnu.
Krishna expanded into Vishnu. Let's analyze this more technically. Which Shastra gives us this understanding that from Krishna, Vishnu?
Prabhuji, in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned that at first, I don't know the verses, but that the first expansion is Balramji, then Shankarshana, and then all that, like progressively, then it comes up to Vishnu. And then from Vishnu, all the incarnations.
But when we saw the birth of Krishna, when we read the Krishna Leela, when the birth of Krishna is being discussed, in which form did Krishna first appear? He
appeared in the Vishnu, four-handed form. So that
then what did he took? He took the
then he took the form of a small child, and then he took a two-handed form afterwards of Krishna.
Don't worry, I'll solve this question by giving you the answer from the Bhagavatam.
Yes.
This Bhagavatam saying, right? See, that's a way in which people conclude. That's a different thing. But that's their personal way of looking at it, and we salute it, we respect it, and we accept it also. But when it comes to facts and figures, let's put it the other way. If we say Ram and Krishna are equal, how do we understand that? Yes, many people have gone off the radar.
Guruji, you had told last time, Lord.
I told my students who attended the Bhagavatam lecture, they know this answer. So I think you attended the lecture.
प्रभु जी, आप मैं बोलूं क्या?
आज मैं क्या बोला, अभी क्या बोला? जो लोग ने मेरा भागवतम लेक्चर अटेंड किया उनको पता है, वो लोग जवाब नहीं
देना. अच्छा,
तो आपको पता है ना, आप लोगों को मैंने समझाया. Yes, someone has raised his hand, please.
So my thing is Achyutam Keshavam Ramanarayanam Krishna Damodaram. So everything is Vishnu Tattva. All of them have the same, Vishnu Tattva. Both of them have the same Vishnu Tattva. That is why they are the same.
Good. You are 95% correct. You're 95% correct. That's, in fact, you are 100% correct, but still my question, fragmental part of my question still lies unanswered. How do we know if you say, yes, Krishna is the same, Rama is the same, Vishnu is also the same? And you gave a very nice example. Achyutam Keshavam Narayan. Very good. Nice. Very good. How do we understand? How do we, see, people are just carried away by notions without understanding the actual facts. That is why I want to know, I want to for sure understand or make you all understand what is the relevance and importance with respect to Ram Tattva and Krishna Tattva. You all can go whenever you get time. I mean, I'm sure most of you all must have not read the Bhagavatam. In the Bhagavatam, in the Brahmar Gita, that is Song of the Bee, there the gopis are speaking to Uddhava. Actually, they are not speaking to Uddhava. They are speaking to Uddhava, but they are using a bumblebee which comes over there as the messenger of Krishna, because Krishna has sent Uddhava to speak to the gopis. And there, what did the gopis say? Verse number 47, chapter, if I'm not mistaken. 17th verse. I don't know. You have to check the verse number. I'm not very clear about it. But it's there in the Brahmar Gita, or the Song of the Bees. That's what in English it is. And there, the gopis are complaining. This Krishna is a big cheat. In his avatar, where he killed Bali, hidingly. I'm not trying to analyze that fact, that we will do when we will do doing the Kishkinda Kand. That time I will explain to you the whole thing. But here, what is the Gopi is trying to say? That fellow who killed Bali hidingly. That same person who did deface Surpanakha just because she was attracted towards him. What they are trying to say? Even in this earlier incarnation as Rama, he was the same person. Here the gopis are confirming, and this is in Bhagavatam. Okay, it's not in some other text. In Bhagavatam, the gopis are confirming that Krishna is none other than that same very Rama who came in the Treta Yuga, who cut off the face of the nose and ears of Surpanakha, and who killed Vali hidingly. What does this mean? What does this mean? Surpanakha ka galti kya tha? What was Surpanakha's mistake? She just loved Ram and she wanted Ram, and there was nothing wrong. That is why it is said, Rama in his Krishna avatar never said no to any lady. He married unlimited. 16,108 recorded marriages. And unrecorded marriages are unlimited. Because in Rama Leela, in Rama avatar, he could not do so many marriages. He was in Maryada Purushottam Leela. And why did Ramchandraji do that Leela? Because he wanted to show that's how a human being has to live. The process in which a human being has to live is in that process. And in the beginning of the Ramayana, now when we will be going further ahead, we'll read that how Vishnu is being prayed by all the devatas. Because Brahma has given a word to Ravana. And Vishnu is, when Vishnu comes, and the Ashwamedha Yagya and the Putra Kamishti Yagya is about to happen, that time all the devatas appear there and they have a group meeting. And they are all crying, cribbing, सब रो रहे हैं वहां पे, जोर जोर से रो रहे हैं, अरे क्या करें, हम लोग परेशान हैं, रावण से परेशान है, ब्रह्मा ने ऐसा ऐसा वर दे दिया, हम लोग क्या करें, we are in real problem. That time Vishnu says, okay, I'll go and kill Ravana. And then he says, I will incarnate as Dashratha Nandana, as a son of Dashratha. That is why we have to understand Vishnu, Krishna and Ram are nowhere different. They are all the same. There is no superiority. There is no inferiority. Many people say, no, Krishna is a little higher. Don't say Rama is not the Messiah. God, then when you get the power to demarcate or limit God into various God levels, when we know there is only one God, where is the question of one being stronger and one being? So please understand, Krishna, Rama, Canto 10, chapter number 47. I think 17, verse number 17 or something. 17 or 27. There is also ending in 7, that much I know. So उसमें आप लोग देख लीजिएगा कि where the gopis confirm that Krishna is none other than Rama in his earlier birth, where he was merciless, and now also he has mercilessly left us. Without having any mercy on us, he has left us and he has gone to Mathura and he is not bothered about us. What a beautiful comparison given by the gopis, and what an enlightening session given by them. Telling us, we are being informed that Krishna and Rama are the same, there is no difference. And Rama doesn't incarnate out of Krishna, neither Krishna incarnates out of Rama, because we have read in the canto of the Bhagavatam, the 10th canto, how Vishnu first appeared and then from him appeared. All are the same. Now, when someone asks me, what is the difference between Vishnu and Krishna? I give the answer. The difference is a judge in the court and a judge in the house, or an ACP in the office and ACP in the house. How will be a judge in the court? Will be wearing his dress, he'll be sitting on the judgmental chair, and he will be giving all his judgments. Oh, you have to go to jail, you have to hang him, this and that. Very strict. But the same person, when he comes home, he is very, very relaxed. He might be wearing a Bermuda or a half pant or a dhoti or a lungi and moving around in his pajamas and playing with his kid, romancing with his wife and all that. The same way the ACP, an ACP of any city, he will be in a very relaxed, बहुत आराम से घूमते रहेंगे घर पे, और वही ऑफिस में रहेंगे तो एकदम कड़क. Hey, you don't do that, you don't do this. जाओ, तुम ये करो, तुम वो करो. What does this mean? Are they different? The same person. जो ACP को ऑफिस में देख के आके घर पे देखेगा, अरे ये आदमी तो यहाँ पे तो पैजामा में घूम रहा है, बच्चों के साथ खेल रहा है, बीबी बोल रही है सब्जी काटो, सब्जी भी काट रहा है, पत्नी का बात मान रहा है, वहां पे तो ऑफिस में तो बहुत कड़क रहता है, सबको डांटते रहता है. So what does this mean? This means the same ACP, when he comes home, he is in a relaxed form. Similarly, Krishna in Vrindavan or in Goloka Vrindavan is in a relaxed form. He is playing, interacting with his various devotees. Whereas the same Krishna in the form of Vishnu becomes a very, very different person, and he gives Mataji, what you have mentioned, I'm not able to read. I have to wear my specs. Ritika Mataji, what did you?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, I have written, Jamban wanted to fight with someone strong at the during that time. So in Krishna Leela, Lord gave him the sukha of war in Dwapar Yuga.
Yeah.
At the time of saving the Syamantak Bani. So
Correct.
that also proved like.
Yeah. No doubt. See, people, when many people who are, obsessed with Krishna as a supreme, he is supreme. Rama is also supreme. But if someone comes and say, no, Ganesh ji is supreme. No, Ganesh is not supreme. He comes into Devata category. Whereas these people come under God category. They are just various incarnations. To understand this, I'll tell you a very small incident. Once, one of our senior brahmachari from Chopati was once going in a rickshaw. I mean, nowadays rickshaws are different. I'm way back 20 years before. The rickshaws used to have posters of various heroines on the side of the rickshaws in Bombay at least. And he was going in one of the rickshaw in Thana, and he saw that fellow was a Amitabh Bachchan fan. So he had Amitabh Bachchan in the form of coolie, Amitabh Bachchan in the form of a police officer. He had Amitabh Bachchan's photo as what do you say?
Dawn.
Various characters, Dawn and this and that. So, and he was asking, "आपका भगवान कैसे है?" The rickshaw wala was talking to our senior brahmachari, and he was saying, "नहीं यार, आपका भगवान का स्वरूप क्या है?" So he asked, "आपका अमिताभ का स्वरूप क्या है? क्या वो डॉन है, या वो कुली है, या वो पुलिस इंस्पेक्टर है, या व्हाट इज ही?" बोलते हैं, नहीं नहीं वो या शराबी है। दैट टाइम शराबी मूवी वाज दैट। शराबी है? नहीं नहीं वो शराबी नहीं, वो एकदम अच्छे इंसान है। बस वो ये सब किरदार निभा रहे हैं। उसी तरह याद रखना, लॉर्ड इज ओनली वन, द वेरियस रोल्स बीइंग प्लेड, sometimes he plays Ram, sometimes as Krishna, sometimes Narsingadev, sometimes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Every 9 number of leelas are there. Formats may be different, but the tattva is only. So let's start with verse number 30 and 31. We'll read the translation before we understand to the depth of it. So we had, as a recap, I would like to just tell you that we were discussing about the Moola Ramayana, which starts with Lord Rama's Ayodhya Leela. There is no mention of Krishna Leela in that. There is only mention of Ayodhya Leela. Ayodhya Leela, so the entire Ramayana is described in the Moola Ramayana. And it is said one who recites or reads the entire Moola Ramayana gets the phala of reading the entire Ramayana. And now in that, Ramchandra ji has left Ayodhya because Kaikeyi has asked for, in lieu of the 2 boons, she has asked for Bharata to be coronated and Ramchandra ji to go for exile for 14 years. So Ramchandra ji comes, crosses the river, meets Guha, and then comes to the other side. And there he reaches, finally, after going from forest to forest. What is the situation? Let's read the words. They traveled from forest to forest and crossing big rivers with plenty of waters. They arrived at Chitrakoot, the forest mountain, under the command of sage Bharadwaj. They built a beautiful house there, and those 3 who resembled like Devatas and Gandharvas lived there happily. How many years Lord Ramchandra lived in Chitrakoot? Anybody has any idea? Kitne saal the? Any wild guess? Nobody?
Prabhuji, 13 years.
13 years. Who said this?
Prabhuji.
Hmm?
Shivdat.
Shudar. Okay, 13 years. Okay, somebody else? Number bolna hai to bol. It is 11.5 years. 11.5 saal Chitrakoot mein the. That is why there are beautiful, many nice, beautiful places in Chitrakoot. One of my favorite destinations. I love, as equal to Vrindavan, I love Chitrakoot also. So the point is, what is the meaning of Chitrakoot? There's a lot of understanding in Chitrakoot. This verse has got a lot of things to be discussed. Chitrakoot. Chitra means beautiful, and Koot means mountain. हम लोग अन्नकूट बोलते हैं ना, जब गोवर्धन को अन्नकूट लगाया जाता है. What does it mean? Heaps of rice. पहाड़ की तरफ चावल का पहाड़ बना दिया तो उसको अन्नकूट बोलते. Similarly, Lord says, Shastra says that Chitrakoot means a place which was beautiful. Chitra means beautiful, and Koot means mountain. So it was a beautiful mountain. Now, how did Lord reach there, and what is the crux behind it? Let's understand this a little. Here, first the line starts by saying they traveled from forest to forest, crossing big rivers, and with plenty of waters. They crossed a lot of rivers and very forest. And finally, they met sage Bharadwaj. And they asked Bharadwaj Rishi, which is the right place for us to stay? We want to stay, हमको रहना है यहाँ पे, कोई सही और अच्छा जगह बताइए. Then sage Bharadwaj guides them to go to Chitrakoot. The Chitrakoot place, there is Kamadgiri Parvat, and on the Kamadgiri Parvat they built this beautiful house and they stayed there. Still the Kamadgiri Parvat is there. And when Acharyas say that why did Bharadwaj Muni send them to Chitrakoot mountain? or rather the Kamatgiri Parvat. The reason was that was the place which was not infested with wild animals. खूंखार, जंगली जानवर, सर्प वगैरह नहीं थे, ना के बराबर। एंड वहां पे सबसे खूबसूरत नजारा था, मंदाकिनी river was going on, everything is nice, they had water supply, a nice place to relax, that is why he sent them to. Now one may say, प्रभु जी इसमें तत्व क्या है? What is the tattva behind this? What is the take home message in this? Ramchandra ji met Bharadwaj and he asked him, and Bharadwaj said he went because he might be aware of the geography of that place, that's why he must have guided him. Remember, Acharya say, whenever we are always, at all given times, we are also loitering around this material world from one forest to another. हम एक पर्वत से अपना एक जंगल से दूसरे जंगल में हम लोग भटक रहे हैं, तो loitering, घूम रहे हैं, पता नहीं कहाँ जाना है. If you ask someone, what is your goal of life? How many of you can answer this question? कितने लोग कहेंगे what is your goal of life? जीवन का लक्ष्य क्या है? Most of you will say, प्रभु जी पता नहीं, बस अभी तो बस बच्चे का शादी कराना है, बच्चे का ये कराना है, वो कराना है, very short term priorities को ही हम लोग goal समझते हैं. Actually that is not the goal of life. जीवन का लक्ष्य कुछ और है, और हम लोग हमारे जो अभी का जो जरूरत है, प्रायोरिटी है, उसी को हम अपना लक्ष्य समझ के रखें. That is not our goal. Please understand, हमारा जीवन का लक्ष्य अलग है और हमारा जीवन का अब का जो रिक्वायरमेंट है, शायद आज हमारा रिक्वायरमेंट होगा कहीं किसी शादी में जाना या कुछ कार्य करना या कोई छोटा सा प्रोजेक्ट लिया है आपको उसको पूरा करना है, बट मृत्यु तक गोल वही होता है जो चेंज नहीं होता. इट शुड बी वन फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग till the end, till you go to your grave. The goal should be one, and that goal should be achieving the supreme Lord. भगवत प्राप्ति ही हमारा जीवन का एक्चुअल लक्ष्य होना चाहिए. बाकी ये सब तो ठीक है. कोई बोलेगा, कोई बिजनेसमैन बोलेगा नहीं मुझे अपना बिजनेस बढ़ाना है. कितना बढ़ाओगे? कितने साल तक बढ़ाओगे? एक उम्र आ जाएगा जब आप कुछ कार्य नहीं कर पाओगे, जब आप बैठ जाओगे या लेट जाओगे, तब क्या करोगे? लक्ष्य क्या आपका तभी छूट जाएगा. और अगर बढ़ा भी लिया तो क्या? प्राप्त करने के बाद लक्ष्य चेंज नहीं होता है. लोग अक्सर बोलेंगे नहीं अभी प्रभु जी हम दूसरा कुछ बिजनेस करेंगे, कुछ और कार्य करेंगे. नहीं, that is not your goal, that is your priority. Goal means that which does not change with time, and that once achieved there is nothing further more left to achieve. उसको पाने के बाद आपको और कुछ पाने की जरूरत नहीं है या कुछ पाने के लिए शेष नहीं है. और हम लोग क्या करते हैं, ये भी करेंगे वो भी करेंगे, इसी मामले पे पूरा प्रोग्राम हमारा गड़बड़. थर्ड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट कैरी होम मैसेज फ्रॉम दिस, हम इस जीवन के इस जंगल में भटक रहे हैं. मार्गदर्शन कौन देगा? सिर्फ एक साधु, एक संत, एक गुरु, वही मार्गदर्शन दे सकते हैं. इसके अलावा और कोई मार्गदर्शन. If we think, no, I'll ask my friend, I'll ask Google, I'll ask some market people, I'll ask this, I'll ask that, nothing is going to change. You got to ask only and only a spiritual master. And what is the purpose of a spiritual master? To guide you in this life, which is like a forest. Forest means only problems. हम लोग सब आदि देविक, आदि भौतिक, आध्यात्मिक, इन तीन क्लेशों से ग्रस्त हैं. कोई तन दुखी तो कोई धन दुखी तो कोई मन दुखी. Someone is worried about their finances, someone is worried about their health, and someone are mentally depressed. Last but not the least, the four major problems: birth, death, old age and disease, जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि, ये तो है ही है, और साथ में ये भी. और ये इन प्रॉब्लम के बीच में से हम उस जंगल में से निकल रहे हैं. सोच रहे हैं कि कभी ना कभी तो हम बच जाएंगे, पर कभी बच नहीं पाते, कभी बच नहीं पाएंगे. कहीं ना कहीं किसी ना किसी मोड़ पे मृत्यु पकड़ने के पहले जरा और व्याधि, बुढ़ापा और बीमारियां पकड़ लेगी। और रही बात इस जीवन के जंगल में रहते रहते, कभी आदि देविक, कभी बाढ़ आ जाएगा, कभी सुनामी आ जाएगा, कभी कोरोना आ जाएगा, कुछ ना कुछ आदि देविक प्रॉब्लम आएगा। कभी ना कभी आपको एक आदि भौतिक प्रॉब्लम भी आएगा, कोई ना कोई जीव से आपको तकलीफ होगा, कभी शेर आ जाएगा तो कभी सियार, कभी सांप, कोई ना कोई जीव आपको सताता है। So please understand this. At any given time, we are always suffering. And that is why Ramchandra ji's act of asking Bharadwaj Muni and going to Chitrakoot is giving us a guidance कि हम भी अगर जीवन में किसी गुरु या किसी आध्यात्मिक व्यक्ति का मार्गदर्शन लिए बगैर अगर हम अपना जीवन जीने की कोशिश करेंगे, गड़बड़ आए। So Ramchandra ji is trying to explain to us, yes, even I take the assistance of a spiritual master, or rather a spiritual person, and live accordingly. Now this is another problem in today's date. Many people, they got a habit. Arey, that famous dialogue is there na, सुनो सबकी करो मन की, सबका सुनेंगे, एक नहीं 50 गुरु का सुनेंगे बात। एक गुरु एक्स बोलेगा, वाई जेड कुछ भी सब कुछ बोलेगा, सब सुनेंगे, और फिर उसमें से एक बीच का रास्ता निकल। They will not follow that. They will find out a midway. They will try to find out a solution which is suiting their liking. That's not correct. Guru guides you correctly. The spiritual person guides you correctly. It tells you which is the place ideal for you and what is your purpose of your life and what you have to achieve at the time of death. But the problem is, people listen. It's like going to the doctor, getting the prescription written from the doctor, but not buying the medicine and consuming it. Because many times the medicines may not be sweet, may not be nice, may not be enjoyable, but still you have to take them. Similarly, Guru's instructions, Guru's advice, at times, कभी-कभी गुरु का वाक्य, गुरु का जो आदेश है, वो अपने को थोड़ा-थोड़ा बर्दाश्त नहीं होगा, थोड़ा तकलीफ देता रहे, या हमारे मन के हिसाब से नहीं। क्या करें? मन को अगर खुश करने के चक्कर में जीवन भर हम भटके, कहीं नहीं पहुंचे, कम से कम गुरु की आज्ञा प्राप्त लेकर हम अगर जीवन बिताते हैं तो हम हमारे लक्ष्य तक जरूर पहुंचेंगे. So one should always take the advice given by the spiritual master, not just take, implement it in life, which is equally important. हम लोग implementation में मार खाते, ले लेते हैं, सुनते हैं. इसलिए हमारा इस्कॉन में एक फेमस डायलॉग है, इस्कॉन, इस कान से उस कान. कथा सुनते हैं, क्लास में बैठ के कथा सुनते हैं, पूरा बात सुनते हैं, एक कान से लेते हैं, अगर मन में नहीं उतारते हैं, दिमाग में लेके जाते हैं, सीधा दूसरे कान से छोड़ देते हैं. कहते हैं प्रभु जी आप बोलते हो, मगर प्रैक्टिकली पॉसिबल नहीं है. अगर रामचंद्र जी भी ये कहते तो नहीं, आप मेरे को कोई बेहतर जगह बताइए. He did not give out. He did not ask for Bharadwaj Muni's options. Option 1, option 2, option 3. He gave only one option. Go to Chitrakoot. It's a very beautiful place. बड़ा रम्य स्थान. आज जी और राम घाट है, वहाँ पे रामचंद्र जी नहाया. सीता का घाट है, यहाँ सीता जी नहाते थे. The beautiful Kamatgiri Parvat, you can have a nice parikrama of it. That is the very place where Bharat also came and met Ramchandra. That is the very same place. आज भी वो जगह है, वो स्थान है. So, going further ahead, verse number 32. In grief of Lord Rama having gone to Chitrakoot forest, King Dashratha went to heaven, died, lamenting for his son. So many people come and tell me, Prabhuji, what is the use? The father died lamenting. Yes, there are two things we have to understand. When Dashrath died, the biggest tragedy of his life was having 4 great personalities as his son. Ram, Lakshmana, Bharat and Shatrugna. 4 sons. 4 पुत्र होने के बावजूद एक भी मृत्यु के समय उनके पास नहीं। दूसरी बात, उनका तुरंत अंतिम संस्कार भी नहीं हुआ। They could not do the cremation. They had to keep him in a vat of oil vat, वुडन बॉक्स जिसमें तेल भर के उसके अंदर उनके शरीर को रखा गया ताकि भरत आए और उनका अंतिम संस्कार करे। But this is what is called as prarabdha karma. This is what is called as destiny, and destiny is applicable even for a person who is the father of God. Ramchandra ji's father of God, भगवान के पिता होने के बावजूद उनको भी ये तकलीफ। As regards dying in separation with God, yes, Dashrath Maharaj is trying to say, the minute one lives a life separated from God, his life is as good as dead. And last but not the least, most important message, he died taking the name of the Lord. Definitely, he has not just gone to heaven, he has gone back to the loka of God, the place where Lord belongs, and he has gone to that place. Ramayana, as I again and again tell you all, gives us the practical experience of life and how we face various challenges during our life. Following Dashratha's death, Vasishta Muni and other Brahmanas wanted to appoint Bharata as the king, but the super powerful Bharata had no desire for the kingdom. The valorous Bharata went to the forest to worship Lord Rama's feet and to persuade him back to Ayodhya. On reaching the forest, Bharata worshipped the great soul and truly courageous Lord Rama with great relevance. Bharata humbly begged his elder brother Rama, saying, "You alone have to become the king, as you are the knower of righteousness." The beautiful faced Rama was generous. He had a great reputation and was mighty. Yet he did not desire the kingdom as ordered by his father. After repeatedly turning down the request of Bharata, Ram gave his wooden slippers, Paduka, to Bharata as his representation to Ayodhya. So another important point we have to discuss over here. Verse number 37. So how many of you will agree that, this is a known fact, Bharata came to Chitrakoot, met Ramchandra ji, the famous Bharat Milap story which we all have heard for so many years, and then वहां उन्होंने रामचंद्र जी के चरण पकड़ लिए और बोले आपको चलना है, आपको राजा बनना है, और रामचंद्र जी ने बोला मैं ये बन सकता हूँ, ये मुझे अपने पिता के वाक्य को सही साबित करना है। ऑफर वाज गिवन, मैं रहता हूँ जंगल में, मैं भी पिता का पुत्र हूँ, मैं यहाँ जंगल में रहता हूँ, आप राज्य करो। So many offers were given, but Ramchandra ji said, no, I have given one word to my father and I have to fulfill it. At this point, many scholars discuss, did Bharata take the Paduka with him from Ayodhya for Ramchandra ji to put his feet and give it back to him? Or did Bharat bring the footwear which Ramchandra ji was wearing? So, iska kya jawab? It's very important to understand this. How many people agree that Ramchandra ji ke liye Bharat yahan se footwear leke gaye the? How many people agree that Ramchandra ji ke chappal ko leke aa gaye wahan se, Paduka ko leke wapas aa gaye? Yes, tell me. Yes, Sujata Mataji.
He brought the padukas with him.
Huh?
He brought the padukas with him to Ayodhya. I think he
He
there
took
was a
the
time.
Padukas from Ayodhya to Chitrakoot, right?
No, no, the other way round. The
He
other way
took
round.
Ramchandra ji's Paduka and he
Brought them to Ayodhya.
brought them to Ayodhya. then do you think Bharata would be that cruel to make him walk barefooted in the forest?
No, I'm sure he must have given him some other padakas to walk with.
This is height of guessing, huh? Nice. It's nice that at least you guessed this much. But that's nowhere stands true, because just imagine, someone comes to your house and takes your slippers, and or you rather you give it, then you are without slippers moving around the forest for 13 years, 14 years, and then fighting a war also in that without slippers. And I mean, let's analyze it in a more rational manner. Yes, और किसी का कुछ कहना है? I was once questioned by one of the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya person that if Bharata had taken the slippers from Ayodhya to Chitrakoot and he gave it for Ramchandra to wear and took the slippers, so iska matlab, where is Sharanagati? He knew before only that Ramchandra ji is not going to come back, so he was very ready that he will get his slippers, imprinted, foot imprinted on that slippers and put it in the throne. क्या वो भविष्य जानते थे? इसमें एक बहुत अच्छा understanding है. Many 99% of the people don't know the process in which Bharata came. Bharata came with an intention. He told, I will coronate him there itself and get him as a king. क्या बोला उन्होंने? मैं राम का राज्याभिषेक वहीं जंगल में कर दूंगा और फिर वहां से लेके आऊं. So he went all the way with entire preparations. And when you will see, read the preparation of the coronation, the Ayodhya Kand in the beginning, you will see water from various holy rivers were brought for the function. But since the function did not take place, the water was kept as it is. And if you go to Chitrakoot, even today, there is a place called Bharatkoot, a well of Bharata, where it is said when Bharata came over there to coronate Lord Ramchandra ji over there, he bought 2 golden slippers. Sone ki paduka. This was a part of the coronation ceremony. It is said that जब भी व्यक्ति को राजा का अभिषेक, राज्याभिषेक, what is it, the prince is coronated, तो उसको एक ये विधि होती थी. It's the part of the procedure that they used to give him a wooden slipper, which was traditionally used only on the day of the function. And after it was used, it was again kept at with the kingdom, so that the next prince, when he will be coronated, he will be given this wooden slippers and the golden slippers, wooden but coated with gold. So when Ramchandra ji was to be coronated, that was the intention of Bharata, to coronate Ramchandra ji. So he bought these 2 slippers, and when Ramchandra ji denied that he will not do his abhishek, he said, even I will not going to become the king. He put all the water in that well, the water of all the 7 rivers, and aaj bhi wo stan hai, Bharatkoot, which is there in Chitrakoot. And when Bharata then requested Ramchandra ji, at least put your feet on this wooden slipper, this decorated golden wooden slipper, put your feet and give it to me. Now, this slipper will rule the kingdom, not me. I will be just assisting as a servant. So please understand, many people have misunderstanding, chappal leke gaye and all. No, please don't misunderstand. This is all YouTube shorts creations and WhatsApp in university giving very funny stories, but that's not the case. So we're going to verse number 38. Bharata was disappointed that he could not bring Lord Rama back to Ayodhya. Bharata then worshipped Ram's slippers and ruled from Nandigram, where he waited for Rama's return. Nandigram, even today, if you go Ayodhya se kareeb 15 किलोमीटर बाहर है, ये 15-20 किलोमीटर, in the outskirts of Ayodhya and towards Chitrakoot. So he is staying there. There's a beautiful a well from where Bharata used to use the water for bathing, and there is a beautiful cave, underground cave that Bharata used to live, and that is a place where he used to stay till the day Ramchandraji did not return to Ayodhya. When Bharata left, the splendid, truth-bound, and self-controlled Rama anticipated the arrival of other citizens of Ayodhya and general people in Chitrakoot. So to remain undisturbed by them, Rama entered the Dandaka forest. Dandaka forest के बारे में next time मैं आपको कहानी बताऊंगा. How that Dandaka name came. It is from a name of a king, King Dandaka, and उससे नाम आया Dandaka forest. And then, having entered the deadly Dandaka forest, the lotus-eyed Rama killed the demons Virada and met the sage like Sarabhanga, Sutikshana, Agastya, and his brother. As directed by sage Agastya, Lord Rama, with great delight, received Indra's bow, sword, quiver, which had an inexhaustible supply of arrows. So, mind you, here Ramchandraji is receiving all divine weapons at various stages. First, Vashishta Muni gave, then Vishwamitra Muni gave, when he took him to kill Tataka and Marichi and Subhahu that time. Then, again here we are seeing he's carrying divine weapons. In fact, when Ramchandraji left for Vanavas, that time also it orders Lakshmana, come on, carry those divine weapons we will require. So he was, there was lot of luggage carried by Lakshmana for the forest. I don't know which, no photographs depicts that. But there is a shloka which mentions this. कोई फोटो आप देखोगे ना रामचंद्र जी का वनवास का, ऐसा लगता है 3 जन अकेले चल के जा रहे थे, राम सीता लक्ष्मण. नहीं, Lakshmana was carrying all the saris for सीता मैया. कितना 14 साल तक चलेगा उतना सारी भेजा था. Then Ramchandra ji was carrying swords, bow and arrow, so many weapons. So wo bhi Lakshmana was carrying. Poor fellow. And this is proved again the Sundarakanda. The Sundarakanda, Sita Maya remembers, how I wrongly accused Lakshmana for not going and helping his brother, and for which I am suffering now. And poor fellow, he was carrying all my luggage. 14 years ka sari leke ghumta tha, saath mein gehne leke ghumta tha. So many things he was carrying. And Sita Maya was carrying all matching things also. So everything is correlated. Whatever I am saying is correlated because it has been further said in another Kand, Sundarkand or an Ayodhya. So again here from Agastya Muni, Ramchandraji receives all divine weapons. And what is the purpose? Trying to say that this is Nara Leela. This is here human being. And what does a human being depicts? Human being is a person who is highly helpless. हम लोग बोलते हैं अरे we are humans, we are evolved, we are modern. कुछ नहीं. We are highly helpless. They are totally dependent on something or the other or someone or the other. So here also Ramchandra is trying to say, I was helpless. I could not have killed Ravana without these divine weapons. But I am taking these weapons from Ravana, from Agastya Muni. That is why I am able to kill. I am otherwise a human being. Of course, in many places he shows that he is God also. That we will discuss. We'll take one more verse. And then from 44 we'll take next time. So while Rama was dwelling in that forest, all the sages and the forest inhabitants approached him. They requested Rama to kill all the Rakshasas and Asuras. One more verse. After listening to those illustrious sages who are like blazing fire and also the inhabitants of Dandakaranya, Rama promised that he would kill the demons in battle. This is very pivotal shloka of Ramayana. Next time we will discuss this shloka a little. So remember, we will discuss shloka number 44 and 45, where Rama promises them that I will kill all the Rakshasas. एक पर्वत दिखा दिया, पूरे हड्डियों का ढेर था उस पर्वत में। उसको पूछा, अरे इतने ये ढेर क्या हड्डियों का? तो उन्होंने बोला, ये असुर आते हैं और ब्राह्मणों को और साधुओं को खा के उनका हड्डियों का एक ढेर बन गया, पहाड़ बन गया। So there Ramchandraji takes a vow. Yes, I'll kill them. But then what is the pivotal thing? We'll explain next time. Okay. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Hare Krishna, all of you. You can